Okay, I see. I'm live right now. So I'm sorry to take your time for this little rant session, but this is Callie Karen reporting on my own channel on the fascist tube shadow banning my video called Semen Cupcakes in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And the question is it full of Satanists? Now, I was looking at the analytics after being my channel being struck a week ago for uploading, some news stories, some press releases from leaders around the world, and they're striking my channel and saying that it's hate speech. I don't know. It's a bunch of crap. So I'm looking at, there's this really big story. Really big story is buried at the end of a TikTok that I uploaded under my channel, and the video's titled Semen Cupcakes in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Well, let me read you the description of what this video is about. Because when I saw it, the boom is right at the very end. And so this gentleman, his handle will come up at the end when you watch his when you watch the video. His handle comes up just like all other TikTok videos. So if you're on TikTok, you can find it. I find the TikTok videos that I post under Telegram. Once they get uploaded to Telegram, because one of the channels that I follow on Telegram has thought it important enough to load it up to their channel, and that's where I see it. Okay, so I'm just describing the process of how I get these videos. So the description of the video says the story is from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, the favored city of paternocidal murderer Joel Guy Jr., and the location of a recent false flag shooting. This video, when did I upload this video? It's been in about 3 months, but in order for me to find that it had been viewed during the last 90 days, I had to change my setting from the last 30 days to the last 90 days, which means no one in the last 30 days watched this video, which tells me that it's shadow ban. Because as you go on, in the description it says, so how, you may wonder, as I have, did the Semen Cupcakes story get exposed? Right? How would anyone find out that this teacher had baked into cupcakes her husband's semen and then taken it to the school and given it to the... How would anybody know? Okay, that was my question. How did we find out? I say, did the middle school teacher bake the cakes, serve the students, and then send them a letter saying, gotcha, gotcha, you ate cupcakes, your children ate cupcakes with semen in it? Did that happen? No, that didn't happen, people. Listen, the sick couple was manufacturing, what do they call it? Corn porn, because the fascist tube would not allow someone to say what is actually happening because it's a fascist organization and a controller of information. So they got caught. This couple got caught when Adobe turned them in due to the excessive amount of editing they were doing on the iCloud. So allegedly, the couple had recorded themselves RPing the middle school teacher's wife's students. So the wife was a middle school teacher, and allegedly they had recorded themselves in the process of RPing her students. So what I'm saying here is the tainted cakes only hit the MSM, in which you know what that is, to bury the worst part of the story, which was child corn and RPing. You hear what I'm saying? They put a cupcake story all over the news to distract people from the fact that this child harvesting was going on in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, with middle school students of public schools. Okay? I have a journalism degree. Never used it until now. Okay? No one would give me a job as a journalist because I spoke the truth. So it says, go on to say at the very end of the TikTok video, subsequent to the raid on their house and the seizure of multiple drives with corn porn, the hard drives have now gone missing. That, my friends, is the story. That the hard drives have gone missing because, was it the sheriff department who stole the evidence? It wasn't the cupcakes. Right. It wasn't the cupcakes. That was the story. The story was that the hard drives with the evidence and the subscribers, all the subscribers who are paying money, probably a monthly subscription, just like Amazon Prime, Netflix. You can get a corn porn subscription on the dark web, and you get fresh videos monthly for a fee from the dark web. That is the story. Because you have to have sheriffs who are supposed to be investigating. You have to have them disappear the evidence so that the customers who are buying this stuff cannot be tracked down. Okay? And I would argue to you, my theory is that this is what the Idaho 4 situation was all about. In my mind, the Kohlberger was outfitted with a body cam himself, allegedly, if he's the one who did it. And he went into this place and did allegedly what we found, or what the college students found, the sorority girls found, and filmed it all for his audience. Because I don't believe that was his first time, allegedly, if he's the one who did it. Okay? So, I'm not technically savvy. I don't have a monetized channel. I don't have a lot of equipment. I sit in my cell here all day trying to get the word out. My life stopped in 2015 Okay? This is all I do. And so, while God has given me breath in my body, this is what I'm going to do. Because it needs to stop. The whole system here is set up to harvest us. And it's been in place so long that they're now doing it to our grade school children. They have, I can't tell you how many programs, 4, 5, 6 programs available to people just in the Sacrament City, California, where I am, to groom children. But people like me can't go get a job. But if you're a violator of minors, and you know what I'm talking about, you can get a job all day. You can get 5 jobs. But somebody like me, no. Especially having been blackballed by AT&T from 1997, whenever that was, 2007. I can't buy a job interview. Okay? But these violators of minors can go get jobs all day long. Okay? Something wrong with that. So when I post this up, when it gets up, I'll go put a link to the Seaman Cupcakes in Baton Rouge down in the description, and you can click on it. And I will put in there also my friend, the crime knight, Little Joe Lewis from Australia, who's digging into this whole thing and exposing that the sheriff's departments are the ones involved in the cover-ups of these crimes. And this is a very good example. I guess they couldn't violate community rules or whatever because of the way this guy did the TikTok video. So they couldn't remove it from my channel like they did the other videos that I've tried to put out with the press releases and stuff, calling it hate speech. It's what the mainstream media should be reporting on, but they're not. So Fascist Tube here had decided to label it as hate speech when it's a press conference being given by an elected official in, I believe she was talking from Romania, about all the hoaxes that are being played on people, including the biggest medical hoax we've ever seen that we're all suffering under, which is hiding a bunch of evil. Okay? 1409, 1410. You know, I don't want to take too much of your time. I know you're busy. I know your lives are still going on, even though some of us have stopped in our tracks for whatever reason, whatever conspiring against us that caused us to be in the situation that we're in now. God has a way of removing distractions when he needs people, his followers, his creations, to step up. You see, Moses had a lisp. Moses told God many times, are you sure? Are you sure, God, Yahweh, I'm not the one? I got a lisp. People make fun of me. Yada, yada, yada. He had every excuse, including that he had a lisp. And he told God, I'm not the right one, God. Can't you pick someone else to do this? Hallie Karen was picked. So nothing else I can do until this issue gets exposed and we do something about it. Yeah. I can't even get an out. And in the last 90 days, this video has only been viewed 6 views. And my other video on where did the water go from the Ohio River was over 700 views by now. People are more fascinated with watching the water, right? Big distraction, watch the water. Meanwhile, in your own towns, right next door, we got Wayne Wu of the Kylie Rodney missing girl. Look what happened with that. The sheriffs couldn't find a car in 14 feet of water. Really? And then when the AWP showed up, they found it in 15 minutes. Look what happened. Look what happened to the AWP people, Adventures with Purpose. Now, I'm not saying what happened with that guy Jared, was all on the up and up. I'm not saying that it's a made-up thing, because I believe the Latter-day Saints are one of the biggest violators of minors that we have in this country. That's just my opinion, based on what I've seen, what I've heard. They destroyed Adventures with Purpose. Somebody went into his past and got victims that he allegedly violated, and brought it all out to the public by them filing charges against him for violating minors. Okay? The whole Adventures, the AWP, Adventures with Purpose, was dissolved. And that organization was on a mission to provide closure to people who had disappeared in their cars, possibly in bodies of water, and they were gaining a lot of traction. And I would also argue to you that this is one of the ways people are disappeared. People who know too much, people who have been a violated minor, and now they're adults, but they've carried this information with them about what church they were involved in, who was the minister, the bishop, whatever, that touched on them. And they try to get rid of these people. This is one of the ways they do it. They follow you, they run your car off the road, they pay people, they gang stalk you, they put you in a vulnerable kind of position, they isolate you, and then when the time is right, they make their move on you. Okay? And a lot of times they run people off the road in a place where they're never going to be found. And AWP has solved a lot of cases over the couple years that they've been involved in this. So right after they find the missing Placer County, allegedly missing Placer County girl, Kylie Rodney, Neiman, or Neiman Rodney, whatever. Right after that, boom, a 30-year case gets regurgitated again, and no disrespect to anybody who was violated as a minor, happened to me as well. Okay? But I'm saying, Um, did the cousin and the sister whatever get paid by somebody? Did they get an offer? We'll pay you this much money. You bring a lawsuit against Jared, because it's bigger than anyone thinks. Okay, so everybody wants to go attack this guy Jared, but and I really didn't mean to talk about this. I really wanted to talk about my shadow ban video and the fact that the proof is there that these sheriff departments, in this case, the sheriff department was responsible for having those hard drives that the corn porn was on and locating the subscribers to those dark web websites for their monthly subscriptions. See, it's much bigger than anybody thinks. We're fighting the wrong enemies. We need to accept the fact that, yeah, people did things in their past where they were brain... Can't say that because every title that I put brain... they took off my channel. They just removed it. Blam! Gone. So they don't want people waking up. They don't want people understanding the McUltra that's been happening on us, including the JFK mass trauma to the world McUltra thing that was unfolded in 1963. So the WAR started 11/22/1963, and they gaslit all of us with the magic bullet. Now they got a magic cure. They're bamboozling everybody with it. The magic stick. You see? Unbelievable that you could imagine that they are able to wave this magic stick and hypnotize everybody. Ooh, magic stick, gonna cure everything. No, it's a genocide. Okay? That's why I don't eat. It's why I don't sleep. They call me Karen for a reason. Because I care. Because I care. Okay? Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with another rave, you know. I don't even know if I know how to close this. There's a Seaman Cupcakes, Baton Rouge. Is that 6 views over the last 90 days?